Haley Susity, Sierra Fitzry, Carly Stefanini, and Georgie Santula, with Angela Hawthorne playing the cage. The Valiants win the opening faceoff, and here we go. Now, it'll be very important for the Valiants to get some shots on net early and often. Utica has allowed just 1.1 goals per game, and a huge part of that due to that person in the net of Angela Hawthorne. She enters the game with a goals allowed average of just below 1, 0.99 with a .950 save percentage, and a perfect 7-0-0 record. Over on the other side of the ice, it will be Franny Girardi, who is looking to improve upon her 2.52 goals against average. Enters the game with a .922 save percentage and a 6-4-1 record. Of course, the Valiants got the 2-game winning streak against Wilkes started, but it wasn't Girardi in the net. It was Jules Austin, as we have a whistle here, and we'll have someone immediately sent to the penalty box to get things started here. My apologies. No penalty, actually, as it'll be Felicio taking the draw for the Valiants. Face-off against Carolyn Whitney. This one won by Whitney for Utica. She tosses it back into the defensive zone. Making the first push for the Pioneers tonight, as this puck is carried into the bottom corner of the offensive zone. Carried behind the net of Girardi. The Pioneers looking to get something started here offensively. Puck passed back to the point. Looked like that was Sloan getting a shot off. I'm sorry, that was McLaughlin getting the shot off with no damage done on the Valiants net. So a lot of stoppage of play here and a face-off on the far circle. Again, that was Jules Austin who got the start for the last 2 games for the Valiants against Wilkes. She, the freshman goaltender, now with a 1.46 goals against average on the season and a very respectable 91% save percentage with a 3-0-0 record. This will be waved off due to icing, and we will send it right back over to the other side of the ice for the face-off for the Valiants. I believe that is Dower taking the face-off for the Valiants. Tie-up on the circle, still loose, and that'll finally be wrangled in by the Valiants. Poked back for Lainey Nash towards her own boards. She'll try and clear this one out, as Virginia Burney tried to clear one out, not having much success as this puck is fired right back into the Valiants' defensive zone. Still contained by Utica. Finally, this one poked out, and it'll be Burney giving pursuit to the loose puck. Carolyn Whitney has control of the puck in her defensive zone as this one gets away into no man's land. Girardi asking for an icing, and it'll be waved off as this one will be contained by the Valiants in their own zone. Loose puck in front of Girardi, no damage done as this one will be tentatively cleared out. Contained by Sierra Fitzry on the outside of the blue line as she pokes it back in. Shot attempt by Sloan, no damage done. This one fired in, saved by Girardi. Follow-up attempt also blocked away. Fitzry with that shot attempt as the Pioneers continue to handle the zone. And the Valiants will clear this one out as some new legs will get onto the ice. Pioneers trying to set something up. An errant pass, however, will give the Valiants possession here. Oh, turnover here. Watch out. Pioneers looking to get something started. But the Valiants are putting some good pressure on, not allowing an open shot attempt so far in the early going. Puck still loose. And the Valiants will finally try and break this one away. That's Kerry Carr carrying it into the offensive zone as she is getting net by a check from the Pioneer defenseman. Now Harris will get the loose puck in the neutral zone. Puck played back to Harris here. She fires one in towards Morgan Miller, who will dump and get some fresh legs on for the Valiants. Gabrielle Cox pursuing, putting some pressure on the Pioneers' clearing efforts. as now all the skaters are in the Utica zone. This will be Georgie Santalou getting one out for the Pioneers. But once again, the Valiants making quick work to shut down an offensive attack, and this one will be played into the neutral zone. Ava Suda for the Pioneers looked to get that one on the Manhattanville logo in center ice, but was met by a check, and this puck is still loose now in the Pioneer zone. Well, as the Pioneers are looking to break this one out, we'll take a look at what Utica has done offensively so far this season. I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, they're allowing just 1.1 goals per game, but they're also scoring at a very high rate, 5.6 goals per game. It'll be imperative for the Valiants if they want to win this one and make up some ground in the standings against the second-place team to score early and keep the Pioneers' offense off the board. This puck will be frozen by Angela Hawthorne, setting up a face-off in the near circle for the Valiants. 15:21 remaining in the first. It'll be Annie Niedermeyer taking the draw here for Manhattanville. Puck drops. This one will be won away by Utica. I believe that's Molly Padone with the puck, but she has lost it as it plays back into the Utica defensive zone. Utica looking to get something started here. As the puck creams around the boards, but still no open look. The Valiants defense has done a great job so far in the early going to not allow Utica to get much of a momentum going in the offensive zone. As the loose puck goes behind the boards past Girardi, as the Valiants will attempt to clear one out. Instead, it's Serena Fitzery with the pick of the clearing attempt, but nothing going here. As Hannah Beckman tries to clear one out, gets met with a hit, but instead it'll be Holly Meredith carrying it out for the Valiants. Puck floated out into the Utica defensive zone. Pioneers looking to have another offensive breakout here. But nothing doing as the Valiants intercept that one and play this one back behind the Utica net. That'll be number 12, Courtney Stanisetsky trying to get something started, but we have a whistle to bring about a stoppage of play. Well, we talked about what Utica's been doing offensively. Let's take a look at what the Valiants have been. They're scoring 3.9 goals per game, a very modest pace, but again, when you're playing an opponent that's averaging over close to 6 a game, you're going to have to set things up a little bit. Valiants are also allowing just 2.3 goals per game, but again, Utica has them beat with the 1.1 mark on the season. For those of you just joining us again, this is a battle of the number 2 ranked Utica Pioneers in the UCHC standings against the home team, the Manhattanville Valiants, who are 3rd currently in the conference. This one played back into the Pioneer zone, and we have a stoppage here by the official on center ice. It looks like Utica will be the first person being assessed a penalty for the contest. I believe that was a bench minor for too many players on the ice. But we'll get some clarification from the PA announcement in a few seconds. So we'll get the first look at the Manhattanville power play, who comes into the contest scoring on 21% of their opportunities. Facing them off will be the Utica power kill, whose success rate is a 91%. Here's the breakaway, shorthanded for Utica. This one stopped by Girardi as the penalty assessed is going to be on number 81, Carly Stefanini for roughing. So not too many people on the ice, but either way, the Valiants will have the power play opportunity working as here comes Morgan Miller with a nice spin move to get into the offensive zone. Miller carrying the puck will circle back, looking for her attack mates as she fires one over towards Meredith that gets by, but controlled by the Valiant still in the zone. Here's Meredith at the point. She'll pass one over to Taylor Ham, who fires one pass. Rockets off the boards behind the net. Got a tie-up in the far corner. The Valiants will take control here. This one is shot and deflected wide. Looks like Anna Titman getting the shot attempt here, but Utica will get an opportunity to clear. This will be Rebecca Brown on the puck. Again, Utica on the penalty kill. This one put in front of the Manhattanville net, but this one will be carried in and cleared by Gabby Cox. Cox looking to get with something started here, carried in front of the net, but that will be stopped by Angela Hawthorne before a good shot attempt is able to get off. Looks like we've had an issue with the scoreboard here at the Playland Ice Casino as the clock has not run for the penalty. Not sure how much time is remaining left on that penalty, but we'll get hopefully an adjustment in a few seconds. But in the meantime, this will be a face-off in the Pioneer zone. This one shot from the point, deflected away. Gabby Cox with the shot attempt, but the Pioneers snuffing that one out. Valiant setting for another rush, but an errant pass will be picked off by the Pioneers as this one goes back into the Manhattanville defensive zone. Valiant's looking to get something started. Gabby Cox picking up the loose puck. She circles behind the net. This one played in some traffic in front of the net, but nothing doing there. As this will be Maggie Rylett clearing it out for Utica. The Pioneers wearing the blue and orange, very reminiscent of the Islanders jerseys. The Valiants wearing their white homes tonight. And it appears that the penalty has expired as both teams are back to equal strength. Get some technical difficulties on the scoreboard here that prevented me from seeing how much time was left on that penalty. But we are back at full 5-on-5 strength. Bernie attempting to pass one over to center ice, intercepted by Sloan of the Pioneers. Now loose puck picked up by Nicole Flack of the Utica Pioneers. Puck slowly careening in towards the Utica defensive zone. It's Hannah Beckman, it looks like, will pick this one up. Shot attempt by Faith Harris goes wide. The puck is contained by the Pioneers behind their net. Clearing attempts comes back to Harris. She'll get a loose shot off that is quickly deflected away. And we'll have an icing here to send the puck back towards the Utica zone. .10:06 remaining here in the first half. And in the early going, the Valiants have a 6-4 shot advantage, but both teams have an equal 3 shots on goal through the first 10 minutes of play. Valiants currently holding a 5-3 face-off advantage. We'll see if that continues throughout the game. Grace Jeunesse tried to keep that one in, but couldn't handle the loose puck as it comes back to center ice and now dumps back in. Morgan Miller carrying behind the net, and this one will go towards Anna Titman before Utica sends it back on the opposite side of the ice. Contained here by the Valiants. This one put in front! And a shot attempt by Titman is sent away wide. Utica putting some pressure on towards the other side. This one will be contained behind Franny Girardi in the net. Loose puck sent towards the net from behind the cage, but this one will be played along the wall. Shot from the point by Madison Novitini. Has some traffic in front of the Valiants net, but nothing happening here. As this puck will be saucer passed out into the Utica defensive zone. Icing waved off as the puck didn't have enough strength to get behind the line. Brooke Hubert carrying it in her zone. Will pass it back to her teammate as the Utica Pioneers try to get a breakout here. Breakout attempt is intercepted by Taylor Ham, who fires it back in to the Utica defensive zone. Now the Pioneers will try and break this one out. That's the captain, Rebecca Brown, graduate student, trying to get something started. But once again, the Valiant's defense swarming to the puck, not allowing this very potent Utica attack to get anything going here so far in the first. Loose puck intercepted by Taylor Ham. She'll fire this over towards Gabby Cox on the far side of the ice. Now it'll be Niedermeyer intercepting a wayward pass at center before this one is dumped back in towards the Utica zone. I believe that's Ava Sudo with the puck behind her own net. Now we have a loose puck intercepted by Nash and played over to Bernie by the Valiants. This one dumped in behind the Pioneer zone. Look out here, a hit on the loose puck attempt as we have some traffic in front of the net. No clear shot taken there, I don't believe, but it looks like that was Bernie, I believe, that had the best opportunity in front of the net as the puck went out of play. And yes, that was Virginia Bernie sitting in front of the crease, but was not able to get enough power behind that shot to do any damage, as we'll have the face-off on the circle by the Valiant's blue line. Puck dropped. This one won by Manhattanville. Miller plays it back to her defenseman as this one is shot over towards Stanwood on the far side of the ice. Puck carried back into the Manhattanville zone as Utica looking to intercept a wayward pass to get something started for them offensively. Again, we are still scoreless here in the first period. Coming at you live from the Playland Ice Casino in Rye, New York. Utica Pioneers versus the home team, the Manhattanville Valiants. Puck dumped into the Pioneer zone. This one will be carried in by the defenseman. Serena Fitzery taking control of the puck in her zone. Puck sent cross ice. This is Kaylee Susity trying to get something started. But the puck will be sent back out to no man's land. Erica Sloan setting the pass cross ice. Puck went out and back into the zone, so this will be an offside call as we will have the face-off outside of the blue line. 6:29 left to play here in the first, still scoreless between two of the two top teams in the UCHC. Face-off won by Utica. They'll take this one towards center ice as the loose puck is dumped into the zone. Erica Sloan giving chase, trying to careem it, but the Valiants once again snuffing out the loose puck attempt in their defensive zone. We got a loose puck here. Gabrielle Cox picks it up, carries it in. She is forechecked off the puck as this will be a loose one picked up by the Valiants, but a turnover here by Felicio, picked up by Santulo as she fires one wide. Shot here by number 24, Brooke Hubert. Quick reflexes there by Girardi to keep this game scoreless. Santulo will now dump one in, but we have a delayed penalty coming up here against the Valiants. Before the Pioneers can get the extra attacker on the ice, the Valiants have gained control of the puck. So now we'll see Utica on the power play, as that will be Gabby Cox being sent to the sin bin for 2 minutes. Looks like we're going to have a cross-check call here. That'll send Utica up on the power play. First look at the Pioneers' power play that has been very successful this season, converting on 29% of their power play attempts. So confirmed a cross-check penalty on Cox will set Utica up for their first power play opportunity today. Pass back to the point for Fitzery to control. This one fired over towards Alexa Carlin, who can't control the puck, but Utica will regain possession here. Shot from the point, saved by Girardi. This puck goes back out towards the Manhattanville bench. Utica continuing to control the puck here in the offensive zone. Played back to Fitzery at the point. Loose puck in front of the net as the Pioneers will get this one in control. Staseski passes it over to Fitzery once again at the point, who fires one in, blocked away by Girardi. Fitzroy gets the puck at the point again. Pioneers making some changes as the puck has not left the Valiant zone so far in this power play. Fitzroy with the shot once again from the point, blocked away by Girardi, and this puck will come back out to Fitzroy. Well, that'll be a much-needed change for the Valiants as the Fitzroy pass is unable to be contained by Carolyn Whitney. Pioneers getting another offensive opportunity here, but not as much. Skaters in, as this will be a good clear by the Valiants, dumping it all the way back into the Pioneers zone. Just over 4 minutes left to play here in the first period. Still scoreless, 0-0 from the Playland Ice Casino. Pioneers looking to get something going with the man advantage. And that puck, yes, did in fact come out of the zone, so it'll be called offside, and we will have the face-off coming outside of the blue line. So we're still having some technical difficulties with the scoreboard, getting the penalty time running. So not sure how much more time is left on the power play opportunity. The official just checked in with the scorer's table to relay some information. But this face-off will be outside of the zone. That is Kerry Carr on the draw for the Valiants, but Utica wins this and brings it into the offensive zone. Stefanini carrying. This one will be cleared by the Valiants, and once again being able to make a change. Cox out of the penalty box, and we are back to even strength, as that'll be Laney Nash firing it in for the Valiants. Cox giving pursuit of the loose puck, but this one will be taken in by the Pioneers. Looks to get a breakout. Again, we're back to 5-on-5 play. Oh, look out. Cox getting swarmed by 4 Pioneers. Still gets the shot off, and the follow-up attempt comes back to her, but unable to fire it home. Angela Hawthorne doing a great job sticking with the initial shot and the rebound that came right back out to Gabby Cox to keep this game still scoreless with 3:11 left to go in the first. Face-off will be at the near circle in the Utica zone. And this will be, looks like Morgan Miller taking the face-off for the Valiants. Hard to get a good look at who's taking it for Utica from this angle where we're located up atop at the press row of the Playland Ice Casino, but that was Rebecca Brown on the draw for Utica. That was won by the Valiants. Now we have some extracurricular talking going on here after the whistle. Referees quickly getting in to separate this. So some extra chatter with 2:58 left to play in the first. Manhattanville leading in the shot category 12-10, but Utica has the advantage of the shots on net 8-7. Utica also has an 8-6 face-off advantage so far here in the first period. Cox unable to keep it in for Manhattanville. Utica with the breakout attempt here. Rebecca Brown with the puck, carrying it in past the net. Unable to get the backward pass to her teammate as the Valiants will clear here. Pass towards Cox from Tittman, unable to be corralled as this puck carries back behind the Manhattanville net. Shot attempt there by Utica. I believe that was Carlin getting the shot from the open ice. Dumped one in, and she'll come off for a fresh set of legs. Staniszewski carrying it in for Utica's. They will set it up here at the point. Fitzroy with another shot from the blue line. Again, Girardi getting to it. And Fitzroy has been having her way with that shot here tonight. That's either 3 or 4 that she's taken from that position that have all gone over through the Valiant's defensive line to be stopped by Girardi. And there's a loose puck stopped by Girardi as we'll have another face-off here with 1:50 to go in the first period. Both teams 0 for 1 on the early going power plays as the power play penalty kill units have been doing their job. Again, the Valiants came into tonight with an 85% success rate on the penalty kill. Utica, meanwhile, with a 91% success rate. Both very dominant numbers on the penalty kills as this loose puck will be played out towards the Utica zone. Hawthorne has to play it. So no icing here as this puck is played back towards center ice. Harris dumps it in, unable to be corralled there by Fitzroy as it'll be played back by Hawthorne behind her net. With just over a minute left to go here in the first. Utica looking to make a late push, but instead of this center attempt will be intercepted.
There's 1 minute remaining in the first period.
Down to 56 seconds to play here in the first. We'll see if either team has anything going here in the final minute. That's Taylor Ham looking to get something started. She'll dump it in behind the net. Still gets her own loose puck. Fires one. That looks like it was blocked. And Ham with the rebound. A shot blocked again. Santulo with the latest block, and she's the one carrying it in towards the zone. Shot by Santulo, fired wide with 33 seconds left to go here in the period. Ham carries a loose puck, unable to clear it as it's going to be contained by Utica at the blue line. But the shot attempt easily corralled by Kerry Carr, who dumps it back towards the Utica zone. 19 seconds to play here in the first. Time for one last attempt by Utica if they can get it contained. But it will be the puck going the other way here as Manhattanville has intercepted some passes. 8 seconds to go, and it looks like that will just about do it here for the first period. Puck played behind the Valiant's net, and there is the buzzer. So say hello to one of the biggest fans of Manhattanville women's hockey, and that would be Barb McCaskill, mother of head coach Jen McCaskill. I was told by our good friend Mike McGinnis, who's been doing some of our hockey games this season, to make sure to say hello to Barb. So Barb, hope you're enjoying the broadcast so far, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the game. As both teams have switched the side of the ice that they are shooting on. Take a second to look back at the all-time series between these two teams when we have the next stoppage as this puck is fired wide and blocked away by the Valiants. Strangled up there, 2 players, but no penalties assessed either way. Valiants trying to clear this one out, but not having much success just yet. And there we go, as that'll finally be pushed out by Kerry Carr, who makes her way to the bench to get replaced by Gabby Cox. Puck for the first time this period, behind the Utica bench, as the Pioneers look to break it out and get an offensive rush going the other way. All time, the series is 8-6-1 in favor of the Valiants. Utica has won the last 2 matches from the 2021 season, winning a 5-0 contest over at Utica on February 19th, 21, before they came over to Manhattanville the next day and picked up a 3-2 win. Going back a year earlier, the Valiants swept the season series in the 2019-20 season, picking up a 3-2 win here in the Playland Ice Casino before going to Utica and picking up a 3-0 win on January 25th, 2020. Again, these two teams entering the weekend, 2nd and 3rd in the UCHC, both teams trying to catch up to Nazareth, who has been unstoppable this season. Puck fired in by Erica Sloan, the junior. We'll have a stoppage here for a face-off. Nazareth, in a word, has been perfect this season. 12-0 in conference play, 16-0 in the entire season, as everyone will be playing catch-up with Nazareth this season. Golden Flyers have allowed just 6 goals through their 12 games. But Utica and Manhattanville, winner of this contest, will get just a little bit closer to putting some pressure on those undefeated Nazareth Golden Flyers. Face-off won by Manhattanville, as this will be Annie Niedermeyer trying to take it up into the Utica defensive zone. Puck dropped in behind the net as Utica regains possession here. Pass intercepted by Tia Martinetti. Crossing attempts, the puck shot wide. Oh, that was the best opportunity the Valiants have had so far this game, as Bernie unable to fire it home. This puck will be sent back into the Valiant zone, tossed away by Girardi, put into the corner as a wayward pass was picked off there by the Pioneers. I believe that was Fitzroy once again causing havoc for Franny Girardi. Fitchery picking off the wayward pass and getting a shot, but unable to get it on target. Puck careens out of bounds. And we'll have a face-off here on the near circle. Draw won by Manhattanville. Valiant's trying to clear it out. But this one fired right back into the Valiant zone. Ciara Dower giving pursuit, but Utica will regain possession here. Shot fired in, Girardi able to stick with it as the puck goes into the far corner. Lainey Nash giving some pursuit, but this one will be played over across the ice by Holly Silva, who fires one wide. Puck contained by Ava Suda for a little bit. Pioneers with the continued pressure here in the early second period. Puck shot out to the point, unable to get one home there, as this will go back into the corner. 16:20 to go here in the second, as there's a shot that's unable to go home for the Pioneers, as this rush will continue. Fresh set of legs out there for the Pioneers. Again, the puck in their offensive zone is closer to their bench, so not too many, so far of a distance for the offensive skaters to sub for this period, but the defensive unit will have to go a little bit further. Some tired legs out there for Manhattanville needing to make a change. This one fired across, unable to get anything done, but Utica will continue to hold the zone. This one played over towards the Utica bench. Puck comes back to Silva at the point. She'll carry it in and fire it back towards the corner. Puck careens behind the net of Girardi's cage. And it's been close to 2-3 minutes here of nonstop pressure here in the Manhattanville zone. Valiant's desperately in need of a change as Utica keeps cycling in fresh legs. Loose puck gets past Girardi's crease. Nothing doing right here as the puck is played across the ice to Stefanini. Puck paid back to the point. Here's Flack. Dumping it in for her attackers. This one will go into the close corner here as Utica continues to contain possession of the puck. Finally, the Valiant's able to get control as this will be shot out of the zone, but Utica quickly dumping it back in, and the Valiant's still unable to make a change. Utica firing the puck in past the net. Girardi looking to stop everything coming her way so far. Here's Flack with a shot and saved by Girardi. And we will have a whistle here as the puck is frozen. And a sigh of relief here as the Valiants finally get some fresh legs on the ice. There will be a full line change as Utica has been relentless here to start off the second period. 5.5 gone here in the second, and it feels like 5 of those minutes have been played here in the Manhattanville defensive zone. Valiants will clear this one out, but it's going to come right back as this one will be signaled for icing. So we'll go right back to the draw here on the near circle in the Valiant zone. This will be Rebecca Brown, the grad student, taking the draw for Utica. I believe that is Faith Harris taking the draw for the Valiants. This one won and checked into the corner where Tia Martinetti plays it. Dower going back to give some assistance as Morgan Miller tries to clear it, and the Pioneers sent this one back to center ice. But once again, they're quickly right back at it. This is Brown in front, unable to control the puck. Shot goes wide as Utica continues to put the pressure on here in this second period. Puck controlled by number 27, that's Rebecca Brown. She'll dump it and leave it for Falk, but the Valiants finally able to get this one back out to center ice. But who's there but, again, another Pioneer defender who fires it right back in. Well, this one is skied out in towards center ice, but it will hit the rafters up above the Playland Ice Casino. So face-off coming right back into the Valiant's defensive zone. But the Valiants are able to get a change here. It's Harris, Meredith, Niedermeyer, Beckman, and Barisha as the fresh unit here for Manhattanville. Face-off on the far circle this time. One away by the Valiants, and they'll finally get this one to clear. But we'll have to see here if it's waved off for icing, and it is. So once again, we'll do the same old song and dance in front of the cage for Girardi. Try and take a look at the shot so far here in the second. As it's been an 11-1 margin in favor of the Pioneers, but there's another one right off the draw. Girardi staying tough. Trying to see who got that shot attempt while falling. Looks like that was Haley Modlin who was able to cut the loose puck off the draw. Fire one in towards Franny Girardi. But once again, puck frozen, and another draw. This one dumps behind the Valiant's goal. Shot from the side of the net. Very rough angle to try and get anything going, but once again, Girardi there to snuff out that attempt, and we'll have another frozen puck. Both teams switching out some skaters here. Once again, the puck has been solely on this side of the ice this half. And if Utica keeps up this pressure, something's bound to break eventually. Face off to the far side. One away by Utica. Pass towards the point. Shoveled in behind the net. As a loose puck here is carried in. That's a shot by, it looks like, Erica Sloan. Blocked away by Girardi. And now Holly Meredith collects the loose puck. And the Valiants looking to have their first good offensive look of the period, as this one is slowly dumped in behind the Utica goal. Well, the good news is the Valiants were able to get it on the other side of the ice. The bad news is it's coming the other way. Here's a shot attempt by Sloan, saved by Girardi. The Pioneers had a 2-on-1 attempt, but easily stopped by the netminder for the Valiants. Here's Holly Meredith dumping in and giving chase, but that one will be swallowed up by Angela Hawthorne to set up a face-off in the Utica zone. 11:58 here to play in the second period. Over 30 minutes of 28 scoreless minutes of action, as this draw is won away by the Pioneers. One-on-one in the open ice. This is number 81, Carly Stefanini, who dumps it back for her teammates. This will be Georgie Santulo, who contains it behind the net. Meeting her will be Annie Niedermeyer, as this one is contained. Still held in by the Pioneers. Backhand shot attempt not on target. But once again, the Pioneers making the plays here on their offensive side of the ice. Bernie trying to clear it, able to get it out of the zone, but it's brought right back in by Utica. Centering attempt by Alexa Carlin. Nothing going there. This one's brought behind the cage. Pioneers circling, looking to get something to work here. They've been in control of the time of possession so far in the period, but haven't been able to get anything on the scoreboard. But once again, if this pressure continues, it's going to be tough luck for the Valiants defense. That will be a much-needed clear for the Valiants. Icing will be waved off as a fresh set of legs get on for the Valiants. Manhattanville left one skater in there to chase after the puck, and she's the one getting swarmed by Utica right now. This puck will come out towards the zone, kept in by Cox, but taken away by Utica. Centering attempt, stolen away. That's Grace Felicio dumping it in for the Valiants and giving chase for the home team. Oh, here we go. Centering attempt intercepted. Taylor Ham firing one wide as Drower intercepts the pass and shoots one from the point, but that one will be stopped by Nicole Flack. Sorry, that was Maggie Rylett on the block as she comes off for Flack herself. Valiants in control of the puck behind their net, looking to get a sustained offensive pressure. And here's a breakaway pass for Cox. Unable to contain it in front of the net, but she'll have it behind the cage. Cox looking to find one of her attack mates to get something going. This puck's brought back over towards the blue line as it's dumped back in for Gabby Cox, who's brought down. No penalty here as it's fired into the far corner. Now the Valiants being able to have some sustained pressure here in the Utica zone, at least able to control the puck for a long time here in the Pioneer zone, but unable to get anything going. There's the first shot attempt in a long while for the Valiants, but she was unable to get much on it. Looked like that was Taylor Ham up towards the near post, but unable to get much power behind that shot. Puck contained in by the Valiants, deflected away. This one will be taken in by Rebecca Brown, looking to clear it, and it's brought out to center ice. Oh, look out. Two Utica players took each other out. And she is slow to get up, still on one knee, as the Valiants have a breakaway opportunity here, brought into the zone. Trying to get a good look at who the hobbled player is. That's going to be Rebecca Brown, who is slow to get up and over to the bench. Thankfully, she's able to get up under her own power. But, boy, two Utica players skating at full speed, colliding, setting up the opportunity the other way. But the Pioneers able to get the puck here. That was Hannah Keating with a shot that went wide of Girardi's net. Keating, once again, dropping the puck in front of the zone, unable to get anything going. Played back to Kaylee McLaughlin, who fires one in towards the backboard. Holly Meredith giving pursuit, forcing some passes. This one will be played back to McLaughlin at the blue line. Haley Maudlin unable to get anything going as she'll come off, as once again the Pioneers causing havoc on the defensive zone for the Valiants. And that's what's going to happen when the puck stays ostensibly in one side of the ice. You're going to have icings as you try and clear it, but puck coming right back. No subs allowed to be made, as it'll be some tired Valiant skaters looking to continue to shut down this Utica offense. Still scoreless, 7:26 left to play in the period. Utica wins the faceoff. That's Sloan trying to fire it in. Pass attempt goes into the back corner, but Utica able to contain possession. Shot from the point goes wide. Sloan dropping it for her teammate. Santulo unable to hold her skate. Falls down, allowing Holly Meredith to warp this one around the boards. Valiants fire this one out. Icing is waved off. So now the Valiants will get a much-needed change in, as here they all come. Fresh legs on the ice for Manhattanville. Puck still on the Utica side of the ice as the Pioneers look for another offensive breakaway opportunity here. Oh, and a follow-up attempt, unable to go home. That looks like Kelly McLaughlin, who was able to skate all the way in, had 5 Valiant skaters on her, was able to get a clear shot attempt off, but once again, Franny Girardi saying no to the opening goal. We are still scoreless here. Just over 6 minutes to play in the second period. John Ewan on the call here from the Playland Ice Casino, as Utica and Manhattanville are locked in a defensive battle here. 0-0 in the late going of the second period. But this period has been all Utica. The Pioneers controlling the puck for a majority of the period, holding a 19-6 shot advantage, 20-6 of those being on goal. And this one brought into the corner, where Utica will look to get something going once again. But instead, this puck will come out towards center ice. Intercepted by Ava Suda, who collects the loose puck. This one fired back in towards the Manhattanville zone. Here's Hannah Beckman, unable to get control of the loose puck as she goes down hard. Looks like she's still on top of the puck. She's able to get up to her feet, but the two sticks there collided And the Valiants had a golden opportunity there, at least their first best look of the period possibly, but Utica was able to get in front of it. This one will be waved to icing as the puck will come back towards the Utica zone, as the Valiants will look to get something going here. 5:09 left to go in the second. That'll be Grace Felicio taking the draw for the Valiants. This one is won by Utica. Suda able to collect a loose puck behind the net, but quickly taken away by Manhattanville. Pioneers able to clear it, bring it back out to center ice. Maggie Rylett bringing it back into her own zone. Gabby Cox looking to cause some havoc as she fires one back to Lady Nash. Nash fires one from the point, looking to get deflected by Dower, but this one will end up in the netting above the glass, and we'll have another face-off here. They'll be taking this one in the far circle. And it's Grace Felicio doing the honors once again for the Valiants, who wins this draw. Played back to Harris at the point, who fires it in. Puck carried in, backhand shot attempt, unable to go. Gabby Cox carried it in towards the net, but unable to get too much power on that backhanded shot attempt. We have a delayed penalty coming up, but Utica unable to get the extra skater on as the Valiants were able to collect this puck. So the first power play of the period awarded to Utica. This will be Taylor Ham going to the penalty box for 2 minutes. It looks like the call is for slashing. Correction, call is for tripping on Taylor Ham, as we'll get the second look at the Pioneers power play unit. They fired 3 shots on their first attempt in the first period, but unable to get anything going. Again, this Utica team sports a power play unit that is scoring on 29% of their opportunities. Here's a shot by Santulo, and it'll deflect out of play, so we'll have another face-off to the close side of the Manhattanville defensive zone. Looks like the technical difficulties on the scoreboard have been resolved, so we can see that there's 1:42 left to play on this power play. Good job by Fitzroy to temporarily keep the puck in the zone, but the Valiants will send this one out and kill some time on this power play. Utica making their way back up ice, 1:24 to go in the advantage. This one contained by Rebecca Brown. Good to see her back out there after that rough hit that she took earlier in the period, colliding with one of her own teammates. But I'm sure the Valiants don't want to see her out here. Navatini passes one over, shot taken by Stefanini. Gone away. Novatini takes the puck from the point again. This one fired, sent across ice, looking for an opening, but no one was there to take it for the Pioneers. Instead, this will be Morgan Miller giving pressure as the Pioneers contain the puck behind the Manhattanville net. 43 seconds to go on the advantage. Played back over to the blue line. That's Novatini. Fires it in as a shot attempt, and there it is! The Pioneers fire the opening salvo here with 35 seconds to go on the man advantage. Well, it was just a matter of time with the way that the Pioneers were getting the pressure going, and that will be number 87, Georgie Santulo, cleaning up the opening in front of the Valiants net. Santulo, the points leader for Utica, entering the day with 29. She entered the game with 17 goals and a team-high 6 power play goals, but you can add 1 to each of those tallies. So the assists given to Stefanini and Brown as Utica is able to finally break the scoring here. 1-0 is the score for the Pioneers with 2:49 left to go in the period. And I've been saying all day, it was just a matter of time with the pressure that this Pioneers team was giving all period long. You give them some open ice, you give them an extra skater, and they're going to capitalize. So now the Valiants will play from behind for the first time this game. Haven't been on the power play since the first period. Here's a loose puck, and it's equally sent in by Gabby Cox, and we're tied back up here at 1. Well, that didn't take too long. Gabrielle Cox, who entered the day as the Valiants' leading points, with 18 points and 9 goals, retains the team lead with 10 goals here, surpassing Morgan Miller. And Cox, just like it was on the other side of the ice, picked up a loose puck, found an opening, and we are tied up here at 1 apiece. Well, it took a while for the offenses to get in this one, and all of a sudden now goals are coming left and right. So it's Gabrielle Cox evening this game up at 1-1 with 2:31 left to go in the second period. Frozen puck will set this face-off on the far circle in the Utica zone. It'll be Grace Felicio taking the draw for the Valiants. Pioneers win this one. They're carrying it out.
Assisted on number 19, Grace Felicio. And number 11, Taylor Ham.
So credit the assists on the Valiants' goal to Felicio and Ham. That tied this game up. For Ham, that'll be her 4th assist of the season. While Felicio also earns her 4th helper of the year. Once again, we are tied up here at 1-1 after over 30 minutes of scoreless action. 2 goals, less than a minute apart. Puck played back in towards the Utica offensive zone. Wayward pass taken over here by Santulo. She's unable to get it going as a Valiant fell on top of the puck. And Sloan takes it in front of the net, fires it, and it is saved. But once again, the Pioneers controlling this one. There's a shot that goes wide. 1:13 left to go here in the second. And despite the Valiants tying this one up as quickly as they did, as the Pioneers were able to take the lead, once again, this puck has been solely in the Valiants' defensive zone this entire period. As we have 55 seconds left to go, Valiants will try and get something going with their limited opportunities here in the Pioneer zone. That's Martinetti holding the puck at the blue line. She'll dump it in, but the Valiants unable to keep control of this one. Clearing attempts by Utica, fired right back into the Manhattanville offensive zone. Valiants controlling the puck. This one fired in and blocked by a Utica defender. Looks like that was Suda who took that one with her body. 23 seconds to go in the period. Puck still in the Utica zone. Here's a breakout attempt. It's a 1-on-2 opportunity as, that might be a penalty. No whistle here as it looks like there was just some incidental tripping. 9 seconds to go in the period. Puck behind the net. And this one will put an end to the period. Utica, who controlled the puck in the Manhattanville zone for an overwhelming majority of the period, was able to capitalize on their second power play attempt of the night and get the first goal. Then 20 seconds later, it was Gabrielle Cox firing the equalizer off a shot set up by Felicio and Ham to bring us to this 1-1 tie to open up the third. Get the feeling that this next goal might be the difference maker, but the Valiants are going to need to do a much better job of getting offensive opportunities. As taking a look at the shots last period, Utica was in complete control, 20-5 the shot totals in the second period. Manhattanville also has only had one power play opportunity. That came in the first. They were only able to get one shot off, as it's been a fairly clean game played by both sides. Just 3 penalties assessed combined, 2 of them being sent over towards the Manhattanville side. But unfortunately, the second one was a costly one that put Utica up front. Gabrielle Cox picking up the loose puck. She shoots, she scores! Gabrielle Cox, for the second time tonight, puts Manhattanville up top, giving them their first lead of the night. How about this performance by Gabrielle Cox? She ties up the game immediately after Utica scored the opener, and now she puts Manhattanville up on top in a little over a minute to go. Minutes of play here in the third period. For Cox, that's going to be her second goal of the night, bringing her season total up to 11. That was Tia Martinetti getting credited with the lone assist on the goal there. That puts Manhattanville up top 2-1 with 18 to go here in the third period. Manhattanville with their first lead of the night, and they're going to try and make it stick. But Utica is going to have other plans. Again, they took control in the second period. Yes, they only had one goal, but they had overwhelming control of the puck, logging 20 shots on net in the second period. But perhaps it's the old adage of quality over quantity, as Manhattanville, yes, they're being outshot by a wide margin, but they have the lead. All courtesy of a 2-goal night from Gabrielle Cox. Loose puck collected at center ice by the Valiants. This one brought into the Utica defensive zone. Puck played into the corner as we had a accidental pitbull play over the PA system. That'll happen here, but no damage done as this puck is played back into the Manhattanville zone. Loose puck picked up by the Manhattanville defenders. This one brought back out towards the blue line. Utica regain control of the puck, brings it back into the offensive zone. This is Hannah Keating with the puck, bringing it behind the net. But the loose puck will be picked up here by Manhattanville, trying to clear it out of their zone, and they do. Looks like that was Virginia Burney that was cleared it out of the zone. She took a tumble, was back up to her feet. Loose puck at center ice, right on the middle of the decal. Puck contained and shot in to the Utica zone, but the Pioneers will be quick to get recontrol of this puck, bringing it up towards center ice. Puck dumped in there by Erica Sloan, the junior. But Holly Meredith regains possession for the Valiants. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone joining us here on GoValiants.com. Valiant Vision, John Ewan on the call with you tonight. Manhattanville sporting a 2-1 lead over Utica in a battle of the number 2 and number 3 teams in the UCHC. Utica entered tonight on a 7-game winning streak. Manhattanville has won 2 straight of their own right. One of those streaks will have to come to an end. But right now it's Manhattanville with the upper hand with 15:48 to go in regulation. Utica bringing it in. That's Sloan firing a shot wide, slipping through 3 Manhattanville defenders as the Valiants are able to regain control of this loose puck. Puck dropped off for Taylor Ham. She'll bring it in as she's brought down. Loose puck recontained over by Utica as they'll try and bring it back out towards center ice. Once again, the lead courtesy of Gabby Cox off an assist from Tia Martinetti. For Martinetti, she extends her lead in the assist column for the team, her 11th of the year. Only Valiant in the season so far with double-digit assist totals. She's been great at setting up the offense all year this season, but a huge goal there that she set up for Gabby Cox on the breakaway. Valiant's looking to get something else going here. That's Felicia bringing it in. She'll circle back and drop it off for Harris at the blue line. Harris will dump it in. Giving chase is Charlotte Stanwood. We'll have a stoppage here. We'll see what this is for. Looks like the net came off the moorings there, causing the stoppage as the officials will try and put this one back into place. Stoppage leading to the face-off on the near circle. Grace Felicio looking to take it for the Valiants. Puck dropped, won by Manhattanville. This one played back to Meredith, who fires it in towards Hannah Beckman. Utica quickly to swarm on top of this one, played into the far corner. Loose puck carried out by Utica. Pioneers on a mini breakaway opportunity here, but that's quickly snuffed out. Looks like Annie Niedermeyer putting the pressure on to regain the puck for the Valiants. 14 minutes to go here in the third. Manhattanville leads 2-1. Utica regaining possession, bringing this one in, slipping past a couple of defenders. I believe that was Rebecca Brown. And if it was, it's good to see her up and skating again. She took a nasty tumble in the second, colliding with one of her own teammates. But we did see her return to action later on in the second, as this puck is intercepted by Utica. Shot fired wide, careens back out towards the Utica blue line. Puck contained and now dumped out. Pass towards Hannah Beckman goes loose, but she is quickly on this one. Fires it back out towards the blue line. It's Anna Tittman controlling it. She'll regain possession, but the puck will slip on past her. Pioneers looking to get something going, looking to find the equalizer. Puck fired in towards the net. Nothing happening here. The Valiants will clear this one out. So we have a stoppage here. So loose stick is returned to its owner on the Utica bench. And we'll have the face-off back here at center ice. Correction, we have a penalty being assessed to Utica. So it'll be Nicole Flack being sent to the sin bin. So now we'll get to see Manhattanville's second opportunity on the power play. Again, they haven't had the advantage since the first period. Flack sent to the penalty box for hooking. There's a shot fired, saved, and it's put in the net. Another loose puck rebound capitalized by the Valiants as they score the power play goal. Once again, Manhattanville making the most of their opportunities. The loose puck in front of the net cleaned up by Carrie Carr, I believe. And now it's a 3-1 lead for the home team with 12:33 left to go. We'll have some clarification on the goal and the assist in just a few seconds. So confirmed that was Carrie Carr cleaning up the loose puck. The shot that came off the blocker of Angela Hawthorne set up beautifully for Carr to bury it home. Assists given to Felicio and who else? Gabby Cox, who's been involved in all three goals so far tonight. And the Valiants are now sporting a 2-goal lead, 3-1 with just over 12 minutes to play. Well, that is a huge goal for the Valiants, especially coming on the power play. I've said it multiple times during the broadcast tonight. Utica has had great success with their penalty kills. They've killed 91% of the penalties entering today. They killed the first one, holding the Valiants just one goal back in the first, but the second one not as fortunate as the Valiants go out to a 2-goal lead. Well, now for the Pioneers, they're going to have to look to do what they did in the second and keep this puck in the Manhattanville zone. They logged 20 shots on net in the second period alone. Were able to get a goal that gave them the lead for a little bit before Gabby Cox equalized it back up 20 seconds later, as there's a check right into the board. No penalty called, or maybe we do. Trying to take a look at who that was that got shoved into the boards. And yes, this will be a penalty, likely for boarding. That was Charlotte Stanwood on the receiving end of that hit by Santulo, but it'll be Georgie Santulo sent to the penalty box as a result of that crushing hit. And the Valiants will be right back on the power play following this discussion by the officials. We'll await some clarification as to what the call here is. But it will be Georgie Santulo in the penalty box for Utica, sending Manhattanville back on the power play with 10:59 left to go in the third. Manhattanville up 3-1, 2 third-period goals. The first scored by Cox, the second by Kerry Carr, has put the Valiants up here in the last period of regulation. Oh. So that's a big decision by the officials, a 5-minute game misconduct for Santulo. So she will be sent off the ice back to the locker room, and we will not be seeing her for the remainder of this contest. The call was a hit for behind on Charlotte Stanwood. We could hear the hit all the way up here, as the Pioneers will have to send someone else into the box to serve this penalty. It'll be Staniszewski in the box, but the Valiants now have a 5-minute power play opportunity to try and extend this 3-goal lead. Again, the call, a hit from behind that was ruled a game misconduct, spelling the end of the night for Georgie Santulo. And that is big in a multitude of ways. Not only does it give the Valiants an extended power play opportunity here as this puck is cleared, but that's Utica's leading scorer that's no longer allowed to be on the ice for the remainder of the game. Santulo had the lone goal for the Pioneers so far tonight, put them up ahead late in the second, and her 30 points on the season will now be missed by the Pioneers, who are looking to battle back from a 2-goal deficit with just over 10 minutes to play. This puck swallowed up by Hawthorne to freeze it. 4:09 left to go in the game misconduct. Faceoff will be on the near circle. Looks like this will be Grace Felicio taking the draw for the Valiants. Picks up the assist on one of the 2 assists on Kerry Carr's goal. That put the Valiants up 2. It was Kerry Carr again in front of the net, the fire one wide. Puck contained in by the Valiants. This is Holly Meredith at the blue line, who passes it back over to Cox. Cox, cross-ice feed to Taylor Ham, who feeds it back over to Meredith. Utica putting some pressure on. Meredith regaining the puck at the blue line, feeds it over to Ham. Ham will dump this in past the blue line as the attempt back over to the point towards Meredith gets wide, and will send this back over to the Manhattanville zone. 3:30 to go on the penalty. Valiants with the 5-on-4 advantage here. Here's a shot that goes wide of the net. Picked back up by Ham, who is met by a Utica defender. That shot was by Gabby Cox and went wide as the puck is contained back in behind the zone. Cox with a shot from the blue line. Don't even know if Hawthorne saw that one as much as it found her. But a rifle by Cox deflects it by Hawthorne out of play, and we'll have another face-off here in the Utica zone. .313 to go on the power play for the Valiants as they win the draw here. Taylor Ham trying to collect the pass, bounces off her stick, but is able to dump it back in. She'll regain the loose puck here, still dragging it as she takes a shot to her skate as the Pioneers will clear this one out. Giving chase is Sloan, but it will be the Valiants regaining control here as Sloan is causing some chaos in the Valiant zone. But the Manhattanville will regain the loose puck and have another rush here with 2:42 to go on the power play. Here's Cox. She's been involved in all 3 goals so far tonight. Centering attempt doesn't get through. Loose puck regained by the Valiants. But Utica will quickly clear this one out as Cox is the only skater back there for the Valiants outside of Franny Girardi in net. It will be Cox taking this loose puck, trying to get another rush going with 2:15 to go on the skater advantage. Just over 8 minutes to go left here in regulation. Puck behind the net, picked up by the Valiants. Open ice here for the Valiants on the 5-on-4 advantage. This one drops back over to the blue line. This is Martinetti who dumps it back in. Centering attempt, off target, as the Pioneers will successfully clear this one out as well with just over 1:45 to go on the power play. Valiants will make some substitutions. As here's a loose puck that's intercepted. Shot attempt by, I believe that was Falk, goes off target, but a dangerous pass there almost allowed the Pioneers to score a shorthanded goal to make this a 1-goal game again. Now the Valiants are having some trouble getting the puck out of their zone here with the advantage. 1:16 to go on the power play. Again, a 5-minute game misconduct called to Santulo, the Pioneers' leading goal scorer and point scorer this season, who will not be returning to the game. 1 minute to go on the advantage. 7 minutes to go here in regulation. Utica doing a good job controlling the puck in the Manhattanville zone despite being down a skater so far. This one will be dumped into Manhattanville zone. Again, the Valiants not able to get much of a rush here in the second half of this 5-minute power play. They got the 3-1 lead, I should say, off of a power play goal, looking to extend the lead to 3. 30 seconds to go here on the power play as the Valiants will finally get something set up. Cox unable to control this one, looking to keep it in the zone as it'll come back out. Loose puck taken up here by the Pioneers, but this one is quickly swarmed out by the Valiants as they will regain possession with 14 seconds to go on the power play. Cox looking to get something going, but she will be stopped as the loose puck comes back out to center ice. Carolyn Whitney controlling it for the Valiants, fires one in as the power play comes to an end. Whitney's shot blocked and taken away as we are back to a 5-on-5. No goals there on the 5-minute minor. A fantastic job by the Utica penalty kill. Again, they came in killing 91% of their power plays that they've been faced with, and they did another great job there. But again, the one that the Valiants have capitalized on has sported them a 2-goal lead. Here's Fitzery dropping one back, but this puck will be frozen or out of play. Can't tell if Girardi has it. Yes, so she does. That puck is frozen, and we'll have a face-off in the Valiant zone. 5:31 to go here. Valiants holding a 2-goal lead over Utica. And what a win this would be for the Valiants, trying to catch Utica in the standings. Currently in third in the UCHC behind Utica in second, and Nazareth, who has yet to lose a game this season, sitting atop the UCHC. I had the chance to speak to some of the players last week about this matchup. They said it would be huge to get at least a game in this series. A split would be great, but you always want to go for the 2 when you can. But of course, we still have 5 minutes to go before we can start talking about tomorrow. Again, these two teams will be right back at it here at 3 p.m. tomorrow. You will be joined by John Perez on the call for tomorrow's game, a voice that some of you may be familiar with if you've been listening to our previous broadcasts, both men's and women's hockey here from the Playland Ice Casino. And we hope you'll join us right back here tomorrow for Game 2 of this weekend series. But for now, we have 4.5 minutes to play. Valiants up 3-1, looking to put an end to this, as that is an open ice hit, and she is still down. Looks like Hannah Beckman who got the rough end of that hit, and she is still down at the blue line. Slow to get up to her feet. She's on her knees now as she'll be joined by medical trainer Katie Payne to take a look at her. And good to see her up on her own strength, getting the stick taps as she'll make her way over to the bench. But a rough open ice hit that Hannah Beckman was the unfortunate recipient of brought a halt to this one temporarily. A hard hit, but a clean hit, as we'll be stuck here at 5-on-5, 4:26 to go in regulation. So we'll see Anna Tittman make her way back onto the ice. Faith Harris taking the draw for the Valiants, but this one is won by Utica. Puck comes out to McLaughlin at the blue line, who fires it back in. Utica looking to bring this one back into within one. Oh, and there was a centering cross-ice attempt, and the puck didn't find the stick of Hubert, who was sitting on the opposite side of the crease of Girardi. If she was able to handle that one cleanly, we'd be talking about a one-goal game here, but the puck not able to be controlled by her stick. As we have 4 minutes to play here with the Valiants up 2. That's Padone looking to get something started, but she's swarmed by 3 defenders of the Valiants. Utica able to keep this one in the zone temporarily. But Felicio brings it out and back into her zone as the Valiants will look to get something going here on the offensive zone. 3.5 left to play. We'll be keeping an eye on the Utica net to see when they opt for the extra skater to bring this within 1. Tittman picking up the loose puck, fires it in. Felicio giving chase. This one wrapped around the boards, back out to center ice. 3:17 to go. As Utica trails by 2. Carried behind the net. As this one is sent out to Suda at the blue line. She'll dump it back in behind the Valiant's goal, wraps around the boards into the far corner. Tittman will collect this loose puck, but unable to clear it as it stops at the blue line. Still a goalie in the net. Hawthorne looking over towards the bench to see when she can make her foray over to the bench, as there's a shot that is stopped by Girardi. With 2:45 left to go. Again, we'll keep an eye for when Hawthorne makes her way to the bench for the extra Utica skater. But for now, that was a shot by Carolyn Whitney that was stopped by Franny Girardi. Take a look at how Girardi's been doing so far. 36 saves, a .973 save percentage on the night. Just the 1 goal allowed back in the second that temporarily put Utica up. But the Valiants have responded with 3 unanswered to go ahead here late. 2:30 to go in regulation. Still Angela Hawthorne in the net for Utica. You have to imagine if the Pioneers can regain possession here, she won't be in there for too much longer. This one's fired back in by Suda, and there she goes. So Utica will now be on the 6-on-5, as this will be Riley making her way out onto the ice. An empty net opportunity with 2 minutes to go. The Pioneers trailing by 2 with 120 seconds to try and find the equalizer. Loose puck brought in as it's still loose in the Valiant's defensive zone, and now Utica finally able to get one. There's a shot by Hannah Keating that is stopped, and the clear attempt by Meredith unable to get out as this one will stick in. Shot by Sloan goes wide. 1:39 to go. Valiants up by 2. The net is empty on the other side of the ice, but Utica continuing to uphold the pressure here. Brings the puck back, centering attempt over to Suda, who fires it in as there's some traffic in front of the ice, and we'll have a whistle here as Girardi is able to snuff that one out. 1:23 to play. A 2-goal advantage for the Valiants, and we'll see what Utica draws up here to try and get within 1. And they will, in fact, call a timeout here to draw up a play. 1:23 to go. Valiants up 3-1. Again, these two teams will be right back at it tomorrow at 3 o'clock. You can catch the entire game here on GoValiants.com Valiant Vision. It'll be John Perez on the call for tomorrow. Other action for the Valiants tomorrow. The men's hockey team will be in action tomorrow night. And women's basketball makes their return to Kennedy Gymnasium for the first time in 2022. They'll be hosting Old Westbury at 2 p.m. You can catch that game as well on GoValiants.com. Valiant Vision. Earlier today, the track and field teams for the Valiants got their season started. They competed at the Armory in New York City. Full recap of that event is available right now on GoValiants.com. Some solid performances by the track and field team making their season debut, who will be in action again next week at the Albany Great Dane Classic in Long Island. 1:23 to play. Utica putting the finishing touches on what their play will be to try and get within one. The net will remain empty as this faceoff will be in the Manhattanville zone. And now the Pioneers making their way down ice. It will be number 27, Rebecca Brown, on the draw for the Valiants. 83 seconds to go here as this one is won by the Valiants. Again, the net is empty in the Utica zone as the Pioneers are able to keep this one in the attack. Brown deking and dangling, gets a shot off but unable to fire one home as this puck comes back out towards the blue line. Erica Sloan with a shot that's blocked, but Valiant's still unable to clear. 1 minute to go in regulation as the puck is brought out to center ice. Gabby Cox trying to put this one away, but she loses her edge there as Utica is able to regain possession. 50 seconds to go. Valiant's up by 2. Loose puck taken in by Manhattanville, but quickly swarmed in. Here's a shot from center ice that will go off target, as that was Grace Felicio looking to put this one officially away, but 36 seconds to go. This one is intercepted, but it will be ruled offside. Felicio was able to intercept the puck, but she was offside and unable to fire it home. So we'll have the face-off outside the Utica zone. 32.7 to go. Manhattanville leads 3-1. And it will be Felicio who takes the draw here against Courtney Staniszewski. Draw won by Manhattanville, but they're unable to handle it cleanly. Meredith able to take the puck back in her zone, dumps it towards her boards. Cox with the puck, loses it for a second, as there's a scramble in front of the penalty box there. Loose puck taken by Utica with 16 seconds to go. Sloan carrying it in, making her way past the defenders towards the end of the goal. Fires a shot in there, but unable to get anything going. 5 seconds to go. Loose puck taken by Manhattanville. They will dump it, and that will do it. Manhattanville with the 3-1 win over Utica as they swarm Franny Girardi in the net and secure a very crucial victory in the UCHC. Well, it was a game that was